You're welcome, my friend. We live now.
That we are.
So please excuse me. Like I said earlier, I'm in recovery mode today. I had a long day yesterday, long night. Didn't get home till 3:00 in the morning, and even then, I didn't even get to go to sleep. So I may sound a little sluggish, but hopefully this drink will pick me up.
Did you at least enjoy yourself?
Oh yeah, I did. I didn't. We were going to spend the night, but I was like, nope, I got a pod tomorrow.
Good call.
I got a recording. Now, granted, I thought it was going to be earlier in the day, so maybe I could have stayed the night, but yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I didn't know what time specifically you were.
I thought you were already out here, because you said originally you wanted to try to do it Saturday. So I thought maybe you were already out here,
Oh,
like
no.
I got in last night.
Like I was gonna do the same thing. Drive in Saturday if we were doing it Saturday when you were like you could do Sunday, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm driving in Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, we're here.
Yeah.
So you were out on the road?
Yeah. Drove in. I got up at like 9:00 this morning. Got ready real quick, and I was like, yeah, I better get going. Good thing I got enough sleep because I was out last night too. I didn't stay out as late as you did, but I was in Vegas. Went to the strip with one of my homies, and lost a couple of dollars, not much. I don't like to gamble, so
Yeah, I'm not a big gambler either.
once that was gone, I was out of there. And then we just went to a local bar that I guess the locals go to because all the drinks are super expensive on the strip.
Yeah.
So I guess he was like, because I was gonna buy a drink inside. He's like, nah, let's go to this bar. We went over there and literally they had their special which is why he wanted to go was I don't typically drink Michelob Light. But they had those $1 a bottle.
Oh, okay. I like Michelob Light.
$1 a bottle, you better.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, so we were only there probably till about midnight or almost midnight before we finally called it a night. Because I knew, I was like, I got to get up. I can't stay out. Like he kept, hey, let's stay out. Let's do something else. Nah, I can't because then I'm struggle getting up, and then I got to make this drive over here and drive back the same night. So
drive back to Vegas tonight?
Yeah, I got to work in the morning.
Oh shit. So you've been out? Were you since our last pod? Were you just out in Arizona and Nevada the whole time, or did you go across the country?
So I remember first, I didn't cross country this time.
Okay.
So first, after the pod, I went to San Diego again, and then over to Tucson, and then spent a week in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, I've been in Vegas for a few days now, just since Friday. No, I got there Thursday, and caught a nice break on my hotel. I booked this hotel in Boulder City because the ones in Vegas were a little kind of high price for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I found a good price one out there, and I'm be a little away from the strip, but whatever. And I show up, and the lady's like, you got a king room with the jacuzzi? And I was like, what? All right. I'll take it.
Oh, that's nice. And you didn't have to pay extra or nothing for that? There's you came up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Dang, so you got to drive back tonight, huh?
Yeah. Ooh. See, I'm about that pod, man. I get out here.
Hey, I appreciate that. Oh, man. So there was something you wanted to tell me? You wanted to save to the start?
Huh?
There was something you wanted to tell me? You
know.
said you wanted to wait till the start of the pod.
Ah, man, I'm drawing a blank. I forgot.
Oh, my God. That was literally 10 minutes ago.
No. It wasn't anything specific.
Oh, okay.
It was, let's not conversate about like the good stuff until we got these mics on.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Yeah, I'm like, Josh got something juicy. What's he about to tell me? What done happened?
No, not this time.
Oh well. Anyways, yeah, man, like I said, it was my niece's birthday yesterday. Went out and celebrated just this, small family birthday party. She turned 8, so shout out to you, niece. I love you. Had a good time last night. And I think we're done with the birthdays for the rest of the year. Like, once summer hits, or right before summer, it seems like every couple weeks got a birthday, family birthday. From May all the way to November, just like nonstop every month. So it's kind of bittersweet because now I don't have to worry about birthdays,
Right.
but now it's damn holiday season. We're in November now, so like
Can't catch a break.
once you hit November, you know it's holiday season. So
Yeah.
there ain't no break. I mean, given this year, yeah, it's probably a break, you know, or people aren't going to be celebrating like they normally do because of COVID. I'm sure not. You know, Thanksgiving is probably going to be just a small gathering.
Yep.
We're just going to have it here at our house. Wifey's family's coming over, you know, her mom and her brother and sister, maybe a few other people, and that's it, you know. My mom, she wants us to go out to Arizona. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable.
Didn't you say what'd you say? Bullhead?
She moved. She just recently moved to Bullhead.
It's funny. So when I was just in Phoenix, that crossed my mind again that you saying your mom was out there. And I was like, I think he said Bullhead. I'm like, I wonder how far that we were when we were all doing the pod out there. So I just pulled it up and I was like, oh, damn.
We were far.
I don't know Bullhead, so I haven't been out. Even though I lived in Phoenix, I never looked up Bullhead. And I see it was another 4 hours from where we're at.
Yeah,
like,
it's totally out of the way. So I was like, I mean, love you, Mom, but you couldn't possibly expect me to go 4 hours the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And then come home and be at work the next morning. Sorry, I love you, Mom. But yeah, that's why I didn't come out. But yeah, now you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I had a good weekend. You know, ending off the weekend on a good note here with the pod. Too bad Derez couldn't make it with us today.
Yeah, he's trying to better himself as a person, I guess.
Better make that work. You better get an A on that assignment, bro.
Yeah.
Make it worth it.
I mean, I guess if he
I
has
guess.
to.
School first. But yeah, it would have been nice to have Derez out here. I was gonna do another episode Friday with a buddy of mine. It just didn't work out, which is fine. We'll do it another time. It's all good, man. The good thing about podcasts, you can just do them whenever.
Yeah, we got our own schedule.
Yeah. We ain't got a bag like, you know, Joe Rogan, who's got to do his thing and make him earn that money.
Quota.
Yeah. Make that quota. But so yeah, episode 4. Just Podding. I think this is gonna be the title, the name of the podcast.
Yeah,
it's growing on me more and more every day.
And it's already, we got the picture, the graphic up, so
That can always change. I plan on changing it, but we'll see. I could just be dreaming one night and be like, "Oh, this name is way better than what I got right now."
right.
I'm okay with that.
And if anybody's listening to these episodes and they're gonna be like, "Why are there multiple episodes and I'm just now hearing about this?" We're doing that intentionally.
Yes, definitely. So, like I mentioned to you, I'm gonna be finally promoting it a little bit. You know, Facebook, Instagram. You know, I'm not gonna go all out.
Right.
I ain't got the big old budget to promote this thing. I'm mainly, we're doing this for fun. We're, you know, getting our feet wet with this.
Yeah, a select
for future pods to come.
A select few friends and family. Like I said, I've sent it directly to them so they can check it out first and get a little feedback. Got a couple of 5-star ratings. So
hey, I appreciate it. Any rating is appreciated. I mean,
5 stars.
I want that 5. Yeah, 5-star though. But anyways, yes, episode 4, Just Podding. I'm your host, T1. Got my boy Southpaw here.
Back again.
Back at it again. Anyway, so I gotta get something off my chest. And something that happened this week. Humanity always, or people, always find a way to disgust me. And it just reassures me that we as humans, we are disgusting people, or creatures, species, whatever you want to call it. You know, we are disgusting. And what I'm talking about is, so during the week I order some, takeout, local spot that the family likes, Mediterranean food. Call in the order. Go pick it up. This lady gets there right before me. She's picking an order up for somebody. So she's, I don't know who she's working for, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. I don't know. I just know she said, "I'm here to pick up an order for so and so." I'm standing right behind her. Okay. I could see my order already. When she's being handed the food, she asked the cashier, "Are the restrooms open? Are you guys' restrooms open?" And the cashier is like, yeah, they're open. Feel free to use it. Nothing out of the ordinary. But what happened next? Disgusting. And I'm pretty sure you already know where I'm heading with this, but she grabs the bag of food and takes it with her, goes around the corner, and goes into the restroom with the food.
That's actually not what I was expecting.
And I know that, and I know this for a fact because, I was standing right behind her the whole time. I heard everything that was said, saw her grab the food. I knew what she asked. The restroom's open. I know where the restrooms are because I've been to this spot that, number of times. She passes me, and then she goes around the corner to where the restrooms are. There's no tables or counters where the restroom is, so she didn't put the food down. I would have been okay with even her putting the food on the floor. But no, I peeked around the corner, and I was like, she really done took this order of food that she's picking up for someone into the restroom with her.
So you mean like a delivery, like a Postmates or something like that?
Yeah, she's picking up, she's for Postmates or Grubhub. I don't know which one. So I'm not going to, I can't, say exactly which one. But she goes into the restroom with the food. And I'm like, so I stand there. I look back at the cashier. She saw the same thing. She goes to the chef, which I'm assuming is her father, because it's like a family-owned restaurant.
Mm.
And she was talking to him. She comes back to me and he's like, "Oh, okay, you're here to pick up an order?" I was like, "Yes, my name is Tim. Pick up my order." And I was like, "I know this is none of my business, but did she take the damn food into the restroom?" She's like, "That's exactly what I was telling my dad." I was like, "That is disgusting." She's like, "And that's why I don't get food delivered." I was like, "That's why I'm here right now."
The funny thing is, when you were, telling, you're saying something like disgusting or nasty. The way you were describing it at first, I thought you were going to lead into like someone doing something like being racist or rude. Or I thought that type of nasty is what you were going to say.
One would think.
But today's climate, I thought for sure. And you hit me with that. She took someone's food into the restroom. God.
Even if she didn't do anything to it, the fact that you took food into a restroom is disgusting in itself.
Right.
Like, what are you? Obviously, she went in there with some cruel intentions because, why else would you bring food into the restroom with you? I wouldn't even bring my own food in the restroom with me.
Me trying to be at least a little bit positive, which it doesn't make a difference, is maybe she's just an airhead.
No. She knew exactly what she was doing.
I tried.
She knew exactly what she was doing. She looked like she's a seasoned food deliverer or what. I don't know what you call those.
A veteran, maybe?
A veteran food delivery.
Right.
And I could not believe it. I was like, this is why I come and pick up my food. Like, everybody asked me, why don't you have your food delivered? Why don't you DoorDash it? Why don't you Postmates it? I was like, no, I like to go pick up my food myself. That way I know it's not tampered with.
Hell,
And
even,
I'm not saying everybody who does that
right.
who delivers food.
You're not risking it.
Yeah, I'm not risking it whatsoever.
Then there's the hell of expensive part of ordering food.
Yeah.
You order a $10 meal, it's gonna cost you $30.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm more than willing to go pick up the food, for my own sanity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so my mind can be at ease that my food can be tampered with by someone who's delivering it to me.
Right.
That I'm sorry. I don't know these food delivery app companies. I don't know. You got to do like bigger. I don't know how you could do background checks or like, you know.
Well, they do
verify
background checks, but it's not like
yeah, not for knowing if they're gonna take the food into the bath. I understand that, but like, I don't know, something's got to be done, or just people just stop being so damn nasty, man. That's disgusting.
So the closest that I've seen that I don't know, it helps, especially in this kind of scenario, would be not everybody does this. A lot of places are like McDonald's.
Yeah,
they completely seal everything.
Yes,
completely.
Yes.
So you'll know if it's tampered with.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even the drinks are in bags. Like you can't open anything.
And, you know, and for the record, my sister, she's ordered, you know, McDonald's for breakfast. You know, after every time we go out there, we stay up late on a Saturday, and so we'll just get McDonald's delivered Sunday morning because we're just like zombies waking up.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's sealed. Everything has a little label on it or whatever, so that you know that if it's been tampered with, that seal has to be, you know, gets broken if it's been tampered with. So
right.
Yeah, I will say that's probably the extent of my food delivery experience is, you know, McDonald's on a Sunday morning. But on the regular, no, I go pick up my food. And that only reassures me why I do that after seeing that.
Yeah, you'd be traumatized.
Yes. Oh, I was like, I know my food wasn't tampered with or anything, but it was still a little hard to eat that night after seeing what transpired. Oh man, I mean, I'm sorry. People are disgusting.
And they were probably all happy when they got their delivery. Like, yes, the food is here.
The next morning, choro.
You got fart smells all in your bag.
Yeah, that was not. Yeah, I had to get that off my chest and just vent about that because that's just grade A nastiness.
Yeah. Almost kind of wish you didn't tell me that.
I know. I was going back and forth, and like, do I really want to talk about something like that, ruin other people's experiences? But hey, the way I see it, I'm doing a public service announcement.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, just be mindful of what could happen.
Right.
If you order food to be delivered.
Good luck.
You on your own. And I'll tell you, the price will not be right if it's been tampered with.
No.
So anyways, yeah, that was my little story I had to share with you. It wasn't pleasant, but I had to do it.
Mm.
But back to the more pertinent information. Today is what, November 15th? Sunday. Maybe? I just know it's Sunday.
I don't have the date set up on my watch. Yeah, 15th.
All right, November 15th. Well, obviously, we do know pretty much the election results from the other week's election, even though it took about a week to not solidify it, but, you know, finally have an outcome or a winner of the outcome.
Right.
President-elect Joe Biden. How do you feel about that? How do you feel? How do you feel? Let me ask you. How do you feel about him winning, and how do you feel about everything that transpired?
Well, I guess I'll start with the winning part. The thing, since I didn't vote, and y'all know why if you listen to the previous episode. So my feeling about him specifically winning is, it for me anyway, it's not even that he won that I'm even excited about. It's simply that Trump lost, but I have a reason for it. I'm not like a hater or anything. I mean, for years we've been having this different type of experience with I'll just call it a fan base or
Yeah.
they act more like a cult.
Yeah. And Trump he was a shock to the political system.
Right.
I don't know if it was a good shock or bad shock, just depending on how you view things, but it was definitely a shock to the political system.
Right. So throughout the last 4 years, especially mostly up until the election, the whole time we're getting Trump thrown in our faces as if like they're laughing at us. Like we're getting taunted by who Trump is and what he stands for by people everywhere. And like big old flags on the Trump. Like I've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And not just simply having a Trump flag, which already is different than you would. I mean, that doesn't happen. We don't see that. We see that for sports. We don't see that for presidents. We see stickers.
Stickers.
We do not
bumper
see
stickers.
Yeah, we do not see flags, and big flags at that. So forget the flags that say Trump. I'm not worried about those. It's the racist flags that they throw Trump on just to really slap you in the face. I've seen, even here in San Bernardino, pulled up to a gas station at 3 a.m. and this little pickup truck had a giant flag in the back. And it was a Confederate flag with Trump's name across it.
Oh, jeez.
Then when I'm in Arizona just a couple weeks ago, another pickup truck, big flag.
They all pickup trucks.
Right. I want to get rid of mine because big flag in the back, and it's the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, and then Trump stickers all over it, and even a picture of Trump doing a middle finger. Like this is what we've had to deal with for 4 years, and then they wonder why everybody stepped up to change the votes and get them out.
Yeah. What I will say is when it comes to the votes, I do think the youth in America played the biggest part in Trump losing or Biden winning, however you want to view it. Because simply if the youth didn't step up, I think Trump would have won in a landslide.
Right.
I mean, you got over 150 million, 160 million Americans voting. Like, that's like the biggest turnout. I don't know this for a fact, but that sounds like the biggest turnout in the history of the country when it comes to election. Again, I don't know if that's factual or not, but that's a lot of votes right there. And the fact that Biden received the most votes in history for an election, Trump was not too far behind. I mean, the popular vote is now like 5 million difference.
Yeah, I was
whatever.
just gonna say the most recent I heard was 5 million.
So, but I mean, you take the youth out of that vote. I think whether they're all for Biden or Trump, whatever, I think you take the youth's votes out of the equation, and I think Trump wins in a landslide. The
popular vote, that is.
Popular vote, yes, popular vote.
So this whole thing is why I struggle to understand when I see, one of our peers, especially if they're black, that is like a heavy Trump supporter. Mm-hmm. Like all these years, these are the people that are literally laughing in our faces, supporting this man, and you want to back it. Politics aside, you're okay supporting this person that promotes these people that are in our faces this whole time. So that's the part where I'm glad. Stand by. Yeah, I was when they announced, and I mean we could tell it was Biden was right on the border of winning for several days before they announced it. So you kind of knew, even though you were kind of nervous, like he's gonna make a last second comeback.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care specifically that Biden won. I was just glad that Trump lost because I'm so sick of it.
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, it's just.
And then on the other part of your question, so as far as what's transpired during this time, now the conspiracies of it being rigged or voter fraud and all that. Like it just makes me laugh.
It does. Like, it does make me laugh.
It's sore loser written all over this.
Well,
go ahead. Even forget the sore loser part. If you want to say something's rigged, let's say it is. the thing that you're even saying is rigged is not even the part that matters. If the people like you and I, if those votes are the ones that were rigged, then that technically doesn't mean anything as far as the election results. As far as the numbers in the popular vote, that'll change.
Yeah.
But that technically does not change the votes that actually decide who the president
Electoral
is.
college.
So what's the point?
And then, obviously I think this, this is kind of, you call it what you want, revenge or, whatever for the previous election. All the Democrats are like, oh, the voter fraud, all the Russian probes, messing with the election, all that stuff. Obviously that was futile. Nothing came of it. This is going to have the same result because you don't have the substantial evidence to prove what you're trying to prove, the voter fraud and all that. You don't. I mean, he's already, he's pursuing all these lawsuits, and he has every right to do it. I'm not saying he shouldn't. He should just give up and not do it. He has every right to, to pursue those lawsuits, but there's no substantial evidence.
Right.
It's circumstantial at best, and the merits for what you like you said, he just us being a sore loser.
Mm-hmm.
He totally thought he had this in the bag. I don't see how he totally thought he had it in the bag. So he's just being a sore loser on his part. Just my perspective. And then on top of that, even though there's no substantial evidence, I'm more concerned that he's going to refuse to concede the presidency come January, because everything's still looking that, Biden is being going to be the next president. It's president-elect, like it's going to happen. Everything's pointing towards that direction. Come January, when he's sworn in, like, what's that going to be like?
Well, to me, I don't even think that it matters because let's say he decides he don't want to leave. I'm going to assume that they're not just going to be like, well, he doesn't want to leave, so there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Like, I believe that they're going to remove him one way or another.
Yeah, they are, but I mean,
he's just going to make it dramatic, if anything.
A peaceful transition.
Oh yeah.
That's I guess that's where I'm getting going.
Because if that were to happen, if that were to be the case, then nobody's ever going to leave office again.
Yeah.
Like, no, my country now.
Trump got away with it. Oh, I ain't leaving office. Yeah. If that were to happen or had the ability to happen, that would be a very dangerous precedent.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't need that. I mean, it's bad enough that probably most of the world is laughing at us anyways, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, we're here now.
Yeah. I'm still going to live my life. So, and the other thing that puzzles me is that he's firing, people from his administration or his law team or, that are doing these lawsuits for him because he's not getting the results that he wants because there's no freaking evidence. There's no evidence.
Right.
So, I mean, that should be the clue for you. Like, yo, man, you had a good run. I mean, you already said you're going to run for president in 2024. I don't know why. I mean, for someone who can't lose or doesn't like to lose, you're going to put yourself in that position again for a chance to lose again. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Especially because we know that what makes it difficult for him to lose this particular, like it wouldn't have been as bad as if he lost the first time he ran, but because he lost as a sitting president, that's got to hurt because that doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah,
like usually they get that second term. So now he's going to if he does do it, he's going to put himself in position to go up against a sitting president.
Yeah.
To lose to the same dude again.
Yeah. And you do realize that the last handful of presidents that sitting presidents lost the next election were Republicans. So So if my memory serves me correct, the last one.
So they got a track record.
The last one was George H. Bush, Daddy Bush,
Mm-hmm.
right? And before that was Jimmy Carter. Was he a Republican? And there was another president. Those are the only two that I know off the top of my head. But there was one more prior to that, and they're Republicans, and they lost the next election. So yeah, like you said, they got a track record. Yeah, they have a track record. So I'm not surprised.
Now that I know, neither am I. I did not know that.
Yeah, which is it's well, to me it's kind of funny, but just a little history lesson right there for those who didn't realize that. Now I didn't bother to, and I probably should have, but I didn't bother to look if there was a Democratic sitting president if they lost that didn't get reelected. Maybe I should have looked at that too. It was just that I was reading something and that popped out, like the last president to be not reelected was a Republican, and the last time before that was a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
So I just found that a little interesting. Just a little jab out there.
Yeah. I did notice on my social media my heavy Trump supporters have gone radio silent since since the results. Yeah,
they definitely the tone has changed, and now they're putting, they're, I don't want to say they're radio silent, but they're the tone has changed. Like, well, all right, everything that happens now, that's on y'all. That's all on y'all Democrats. I'm like,
I've seen a little bit of
that. Do
you
not understand how our politics work in this country? Like, Obama couldn't get anything done. It's a miracle that he got Obamacare done, right?
Right.
But almost everything else he tried to do, mostly, not 100%, was turned down because you got to take it to the Senate. You got to take it to Congress. Right. And they have the opportunity to turn it down, vote against it, all that stuff.
And we're probably going to see it again now.
Exactly. So,
and then they're going to blame it on us. Or not us. I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not a Democrat, but
yeah.
You get it.
Yeah. So just because Biden's, president-elect doesn't mean there's going to be sweeping changes across the country. There's 3 branches of the government, checks and balances. Everything's got to be voted on and approved before anything happens. So slow your roll.
Yeah.
Slow your roll. All right, that's enough about politics. I just wanted to recap,
I'm glad we started with that this time.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to move on to the next topic. You told me already that I'll be by myself on this one, but I was watching the Masters this week.
What's that?
Well, anybody knows me. I love golf. I don't watch golf like religiously like I do basketball or football, because we watching a football game right now. But when it a major championship is going, I'm definitely tuning in. And the reason, anyone can guess the reason why, is Tiger Woods.
Of course.
Simply, I've been watching Tiger Woods since he came on the scene in the mid 90s. Well, he came on before then, but I'm talking about professionally when he won the Masters in 97. And so I've been I'm following Tiger Woods. He's the sole reason why golf is as popular as it is now.
Right. Brought a whole new demographic and everything.
Yeah, and so simply I'm watching the Masters for Tiger. And there are other golfers that I do like. I'm not mad that Dustin Johnson won. I actually like Dustin Johnson. He's the one that won the tournament this weekend. He has a cool swag about him that I like. So props to Dustin Johnson. Congratulations on the green jacket. But yeah, for sure I was watching it for Tiger, hoping that he would repeat, because I do want him to get to pass the major championships title over Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus is sitting at 18. Tiger's at 15. So I'm rooting for Tiger.
So I don't ever search for even if Tiger is playing. Like I won't flip. Like where's it at? Where's it at? But if I happen to be flipping and I'm not looking for anything specific, if I get to golf and I see Tiger, I'll leave it there.
Name a golfer that has ever, for someone like you who doesn't really care for golf, if you're willing to watch it because who's playing. I mean, Tiger's the only person.
Yeah. And then the only other name I really know is because they were always playing against each other is Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So, yeah, Tiger Woods is the sole reason why golf is as popular as it is today. And I love playing golf myself, actually. As much as I can get out there.
I like Topgolf.
I haven't even done Topgolf yet.
What?
No, I haven't.
You gotta do it. It's fun.
It looks. You
gotta go with the homies though. Like if you just go by yourself, you're gonna be,
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely got to get on that. But I love playing golf. I was supposed to play golf this past Friday, but it didn't work out. And I can't expect myself to be very good at golf, but that my mindset is I got to be perfect, and I get mad. But I understand that I'm not that good because I don't practice and I don't play it often. But even when I'm out there, I'm just like, son of a bitch, I should be better than this.
You night and day better than me, that's for sure.
So, but yeah, I love to play golf. And I do have a little quick story. And I always give my mom a hard time about this. And if Tiger's listening, or if he ever listens to this, or his mom's listening, hey, I'm hoping. You never know. My mom, she used to work at the post office. And she used to work at the post office in Cyprus. That's where Tiger Woods grew up. My mom actually became friends with his mother. And she knew Tiger when he was a little boy. And to this day, I mean, I didn't know this until Tiger bursted onto the scene, and won the Masters by a record 12 strokes in 97. And my mom told me, he's like, oh, I know his mom, she used to come into the post office like almost every day. We'd sit and chat, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait a second, Mom. You mean to tell me I could be part of Tiger Woods, like his entourage? Like I could be friends with Tiger Woods? Like,
right.
How could you do this to me? So I do. I give her, every time I see her, I give her a little hard time about that. But yeah, shout out to my mom and Tiger Woods. I could be friends with Tiger Woods. I mean, believe it or not, but the powers that be didn't make that happen.
So this is kind of similar. My mom, so I found out I was related to a celebrity, but I didn't find out until he passed away.
Oh.
So you remember the name you went by in the business was Mask. He was the owner of Tap Out Clothing.
Oh.
So that's my mom's cousin. They grew up together.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't know until he died in that car accident. Then I get the call. My mom calls me and she's telling me what happened. And I'm like, wait, what?
She's like crying, Judge, I can't believe it. I can't believe he died in the car. She's like, what are you talking about, Mom?
So even when she was telling me, I'm like for real? Like your real cousin? So then we get to go to, there was 2 funerals. Uh-huh. We went to the family funeral.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, like, this is legit.
Oh,
and this was
cousin.
Right. This was in Rialto where they held this family funeral at Sunrise Church.
No shit.
Yeah. And then they had I think in Newport is where they had like the big funeral for like the fans and all that.
Yeah.
And then when I seen a picture of him without all the makeup on, they had all the costume makeup and stuff because they dressed all crazy. Mm-hmm. He looked like identical twin to my little brother.
Oh shit.
So that was kind of weird being at a funeral and seeing a picture of somebody look just like my brother, and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of strange. But
I bet,
like, yo, this dude is really family. So that was
crazy. That is crazy, man. Yeah. Moms be holding out on us. Like, what's going on?
Right. Moms be tripping. This is why we don't drive to Bullhead.
Oh man. So yeah, that's I just wanted to share my little masters in golf. My appreciation for golf, and I was watching Masters this week. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there.
Right.
And then of course we got football. It's hard to watch football right now.
It was for me.
For me.
It was for me this past game.
Yeah, man, I was so rooting on the Titans, man. I was like,
we played well in the
you
first
played
half.
well.
And then that second half, I mean, yeah, I
Just
can see it happening by the end of the first half, but that second half, you think you're gonna change it up and get that momentum back or whatever, and special teams just kept letting us down. Of course, defense, but I'm used to this whole year. Defense has been iffy, but that special teams just absolutely killed us.
Defenses, I think, across the league are they're always at a disadvantage because
all the rules
are offensive oriented, geared towards offenses. But because of COVID and empty stadiums, like teams, they don't have to go when they go to opposing fields. They don't have to do the silent count, and prep in those for those environments or the loud environments, so they can hard count away. Like teams, you can't do hard counts when you're a visiting team.
Right,
it's so loud you can't even hear. But offenses are able to do that in opponents' stadiums. So not only are the defenses already at a disadvantage, that's just another layer to that disadvantage that they have already, which is unfortunate because
what sucks
defenses
too,
are getting rocked this year.
What really sucks about our defense situation is we got a star-studded defense by names, but we don't have a defensive coordinator. We got Mike Vrabel calling the defensive plays.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the downside to that is when he was a defensive coordinator, he didn't do well. Like his defenses weren't that great. He just had good players like J.J. Watt or Jadeveon Clowney. So now we're kind of seeing that right now. But the other part of it is we do have key injuries on defense too. Yeah. So until we can get them back in and straighten everything out, then we're going to have these defensive woes for a minute.
Yeah, 49ers playing with the JV squad right now.
Oh, yeah.
But, hey, sometimes that's the roll of the dice. They were healthy all year last year. This year, total opposite. And it happens.
Well, at the least, you can be ready for a fully healthy team next year.
One could hope.
And some high draft picks.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows if Jimmy G is going to be our quarterback next year? Who knows?
Do you want him back?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like he can play really well, and then there's times where he doesn't play really well.
Take it from a guy who's been through this. Let it go. Man, our times with Mariota, man, up and down.
Oh, yeah.
I was ready to go long before they let him go.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, I'm kind of torn, but I might get over it. Get over him being the quarterback. But we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
While we're still on the topic of sports, I saw on ESPN that the Lakers might be. This is one other than the thing you showed me that the Lakers might be getting Dennis Schroeder.
Oh yeah. Actually, supposed to be done with that deal by tomorrow.
By tomorrow?
Yeah, they said by Monday.
Oh shit! I thought I read something that he didn't want. He did not care to come to the Lakers. I don't know if that was him or somebody else. I could be totally wrong. I assumed it was probably him, but I think either way, that's a good pickup for them. And it's more of a like insurance policy, I think, because Rondo, he's gonna want a significant contract. Avery Bradley, even though he opted out of the bubble, I mean, he's probably gonna want a significant contract. He's a good defensive player, so are they gonna keep both or one? They're gonna have to let one go. And then you just showed me right now that Anthony Davis is opting out of his player option.
Mm-hmm. You want that money too.
You want that money too. So yeah, I think it's an insurance policy and Schroeder only has 1 year left on his deal.
Right.
Now, even though you showed me that at the moment you showed me that headline, I wasn't worried. But now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm like,
Yeah, cap space can be become a problem.
Yeah.
real soon. Everybody
cap
wants to get
space,
paid.
and
all,
then
you know.
maybe he's like, maybe Anthony Davis is like, hey, I got my chip. Let me go where I actually want to go. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what he's thinking?
Right.
Nobody knows what he's thinking. But now I am a little. Maybe I think it's safe to say I'm a little worried.
A little.
A little. But if I had to bet, I mean, he's just wants to get a significant deal and more money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, security. So
yeah, he knows he can. So why not?
Why not?
Us as fans want people to be selfless and make less money.
Come on now.
Win more championships.
You think your ass is gonna do it out there? No.
I know I don't do it at my job.
Yeah.
Hey, you mind taking a pay cut so we can bring on this other guy? Hell no.
Hell no. You better find some money in that budget. You ain't taking my money.
Nope, not a penny.
Yeah. So we cannot expect professional athletes to be the same.
Just because they make more money.
Way more money.
They got more bills than us too.
Yeah. They pay higher taxes too. So, and they don't just pay taxes in their home state. They pay taxes everywhere they play.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Their game check, the game checks, they get taxed in wherever they're playing at. So
that would make sense as to why a lot of them like playing for teams that are in states that have no state tax. That way, at least 8 games they know.
Yeah. Well, when you're talking about football, yeah, when
8 games they know they are not getting that money taken out.
Yeah, and I first found that out. I think it was when when Dwight Howard was traded to the Lakers back in 12, 13? I don't know. It said something about that. They were talking about, he can make more money going to, say like Houston, which he ended up doing, or a state, that had no state income tax. But that was not the extent of it. You get taxed in every state you play in. So, because you earned your money where you played, right? So you play in New York, you're getting taxed. I don't know what their tax rate is up there, but I'm sure it's high as hell.
Right.
10+%. If you make, football, you make $1 million a game, 10%, 100,000. That's a lot. That ain't.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you get taxed when you come home. When you do your taxes for where you live. On top of that, so yeah, you get taxed. Professional athletes get taxed everywhere they play.
So now I'm curious. I want somebody one day to map out, not necessarily map out, but figure out what team you have to play for because of the conference they're in and where they would have to visit every year would get the least amount of money taken away. Has anybody thought of this yet? I'm curious.
That is a good question. That's a lot. It sounds like a lot of work too. A lot of analytical
Yeah, I'm not
work.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I need somebody.
If you out there, tell us, show us if someone's actually done that work.
Is there a conference that has, or not a conference, but a division that has multiple teams with no state tax?
Yeah. But then but the thing is, there's only so many professional teams that are in states with no state income tax. There's only so many amount of states that have no state income tax, right?
Right.
And I
one I know
could be.
It doesn't have a team. Delaware doesn't have a team, but they got no state tax.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about Florida, Texas,
Tennessee.
In
Nevada like that too?
Maybe. I think so. Actually, I think so. Yeah. But when you look back on it, those teams in those states, you don't see really a whole lot of championships coming out of those states.
Well, I mean, tides are turning because the Bucks got a chance right now.
Yeah, they do.
Tennessee's iffy, but they fighting.
No team in Texas. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it. Yeah, no.
Yeah. The last professional sports team that won in one of those states, I would, and I could be wrong, But the last one I know of is the Miami Heat. But that's because they had a super team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a good point.
But my point was like, when it comes to, determining who do I want to play in this state because, no state income tax, I don't really see most of those teams winning championships or being super successful.
No.
So
The Heat wouldn't have been the last one. Am I tripping? Didn't the Spurs win after them?
yes, you're right. You are correct. All right. Hey, I'm okay. I stand corrected.
It's only 1 year difference. No.
So yeah, and I a lot of people don't realize that, but yeah, athletes get paid taxed every state they travel to play in.
I'm learning a lot today. A little politics, a little sports knowledge.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that, Hey, it's always, you can never stop learning. You can never stop learning. That's the way I view life. I mean, you could be good at your job, you could be the best athlete in the world, whatever. You still have room to grow, still have room to learn.
Always.
So, anyways, on to the next. I shared this with you before we started the pod. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to Alex Trebek, man, the host of Jeopardy, passed away recently. I didn't always watch Jeopardy, but the fam and I would say within the last year, we got into a little routine of watching Jeopardy. Like, the kids and us, me and the wifey, we'd sit down, after dinner and watch Jeopardy. It probably went on for like a good year where we would do that every night, after I got home from work, and to learn when he was diagnosed was a shock to us. Especially, to my wife, she really came to like Jeopardy a lot, and like Alex a lot. And I mean, so did I. But she took it a little harder. Like most people did, most people who really love him and watch the show religiously. Like, it was really sad and disheartening. It's unfortunate because he seems like a really good person and everything.
Yeah, he was a whole personality.
Yeah. Oh, OG for sure. And then I think, because it was like a week ago, I think, since he's passed, my wife, she was on TMZ or whatever app, and she showed me the phone. It was like, Alex Trebek died, and I was like, oh fuck! I thought he was gonna beat it. Like, he was diagnosed at stage 3, which is far along. Like, it's that's really dire. But I thought he was gonna beat it. I truly thought he was gonna beat it, because he still kept going and going on TV, doing the show, and he looked bad at times, but I thought he was looking better and better and better and better. I was like, oh man, he might actually beat this, and you're always rooting for someone. You're always rooting against cancer, because cancer is just a motherfucker. Fuck cancer. That's all I gotta say. And like I said, I truly thought he was gonna beat it, but unfortunately he didn't. He passed on, so rest in peace, Alex Trebek. You will be missed. Jeopardy will never be the same. I don't know if they're going to continue it or not. If they do, it would not be the same.
It's, as far as I know, it's just rumors right now, but there's like a petition being signed for a possible replacement, which, like I said, it's not going to be the same either way, but still someone that a lot of people are agreeing might be someone who do. I could never remember his name, but the dude from Star Trek, the black guy.
Oh. The Reading Rainbow guy?
Is that the same guy?
I don't know.
They look alike.
Is it the one with the little visor? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Damn, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I never can remember his name, but yeah.
I used to watch that show too, Reading Rainbow. But I knew who you were talking about once you said the black guy from Star Trek. Yeah, he might do a good job. Damn, I can't remember his name.
Oh.
We don't have a screen man on hand.
I'll pull it up. You keep talking, I'll pull it up.
But yes, rest in peace, Alex Trebek. You're gonna be missed. Jeopardy will never be the same.
I remember I used to watch it off and on as a kid because my parents watch it. So,
Yeah.
and I would try my hardest to answer those questions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, these people are smart.
Yeah, when they have like a category like U.S. history, I was like, oh shit, I'm good in U.S. history. I got straight A's in U.S. history in school. I didn't know jack
Couldn't
shit.
get a single one.
Not a single one.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton. There you go. I give him a shot. But like we said, I mean, it's not going to be the same. But if I could see him doing well though.
Mm-hmm.
So, the categories obviously I was good at were the sports categories.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I never failed at those ones.
I have like maybe 2 friends I can think of to this day, maybe 3, that actually could answer a decent amount of those questions. Like they probably wouldn't win if they were on the show because them people are just nuts.
Oh my gosh! Like especially that one cat that won for like I don't know how many.
Yeah,
like
I don't
84
remember.
episodes or
He
something like
won
that.
Forever.
I didn't watch it. I found out, and then we got onto Jeopardy. We started watching it when that most recent guy who went on like a multiple show winning streak, and his strategy was betting big. Like he bet big, and every episode he set a new record for winnings in an episode. And so he was creeping up on that Jennings guy that went on that long run. Jennings, he played it safe, but he played it safe for 80 plus episodes. Where I'm bad at names, man. The most recent guy, he was only on probably for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know, something like that. It was like 20 something episodes or something like that. But he was betting big, and he was creeping up to be the winningest player on Jeopardy. Like he bet
in a much shorter amount of time.
Much shorter amount of time.
That would have been crazy if he'd have got it.
Yeah. I was rooting for him. I was like, man, this guy, he's just like, he's bold. He's freaking just, and he's a professional bettor or gambler. He lives in Nevada, I think, and he's a professional bettor.
Oh, he's got money.
Yeah. So, but he didn't always start out that way. He had like, just like a modest job, like most Americans, and then he just went for it.
No, I'm saying he got money because he's a professional bettor.
Yeah.
Like, to get known as professional at
Yeah.
betting, you've won some money.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's can't say it enough. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. We're gonna miss you. All right, enough of the gooey sadness here. You had a little story for me.
Which one?
Coworker.
Oh, well, then we're not off the gooey. Well, kind of. Because, so this is a big swing in subject change.
Yes.
I know multiple people who are fighting against these kind of topics. Not like against what we're about to talk about, just like the fight against gang violence.
Yeah.
Trying to get people to go down a better path. And this hit a little close for me recently, not me directly, but one of my coworkers who I've worked with for a long time now. We were working the other night in Phoenix, and it was just the timing of us being in Phoenix worked out for this situation because this is where it actually took place. His son lives in Phoenix. I happened to be there on work. He gets a call right as we're finishing up the night. And he comes up to me because I'm working on the last truck. And he goes, "Hey, man, I got to go." I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I just got a call. My son just got shot."
Oh, fuck.
He was like, he's been getting into the gang stuff, and I've been trying to tell him, he's saying all this, right? But he's saying it in his normal tone, like how we talk about any kind of story he would tell me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, man. Take care of your business. Go do what you got to do." And before he walked away to go, get in his vehicle, he was just kind of stuck staring at me. And then it was like his emotions started to trigger. And then that's when his voice started to change because, he doesn't know they only told him that his son was shot. He didn't know the extent of it.
Damn.
So now the dad in me just attached to the emotion he was going through at that time, because I was thinking, I know how I would feel if I got that kind of call. So watching his emotions hit a quick 180 out of nowhere, it was just like I instantly related, and I had to literally tell him, go see your son. So he left. He fortunately his son was okay. I didn't find out till like 2 days later because he didn't tell me.
Nigga, I thought you were going down a path that I was like,
because he was just hitting the leg and it didn't hit the bone, just all meat. But the fact that, and the kid's 16, and it wasn't even simply that he got shot. It was a whole shootout. He's shooting back.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So just seeing something like that happen, that could have been much worse than what it was, to someone that close to me.
Yeah.
And like, I've got family that, that have lived that life, but they're older than me.
Yeah.
And I've grown up around people, and I've had classmates and stuff killed over that kind of stuff too. But seeing this was different for me because now I'm a dad.
You're a dad
and
yourself.
My coworker's a dad, and me and him work together all the time. So, and then seeing it happen in the same area that we were working in, fortunately, because we could have been across the country.
Yeah.
And then now what's he going to do? Try to drive all the way across the country in this emotional state?
Yeah.
Not getting an update on what's going on with his kid? So, yeah, that I just wish there was a way to. I mean, there is a way. People literally have programs and such. Kudos to them for taking the time and effort to try to get people back on the right track. Even my oldest brother, he used to live that life back in the day, and he's 100. He's like on that. He's that positive dude now, trying to get people to not live that
life. Turn his life around.
His son, my nephew, is not going down that path. He did a great job, and he's always supportive of getting people off and getting them on the right track. So that was just something that I just really wish people would. I wanted to tell the story so someone could hear it. Maybe someone will hear it and say, "Yeah, that could be me."
Yeah. Once you have your own family, like, shit hits different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care. It could be a situation like that. It just some random thing. Like, shit hits you differently, and it hits you real harder. It hits you real.
Right.
When you don't have your own family, you're like, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like, oh, I can't believe that. I ain't about that. I can't relate. Anything like that. But once you have your own family, man, the shit just hits you differently, and you can relate and you can appreciate. And I would never wish harm on my enemies. Not that I have any enemies, but I would never wish harm on somebody else's kids. Like, that's just
right.
They're our future, our kids. We want our kids to be the best of us,
Right.
So
better than we did it, have more success than we have.
You could be the most successful person in the whole entire world. You still want to
do better than that.
Your kids to do better than that. It don't matter, because when you have your own family, it just something changes inside of you. I don't know how to explain it, but shit definitely hits different.
Mm-hmm.
Hits deeper. And I've had multiple conversations, with family about that, and so I can appreciate that story. But I'm glad he's okay.
Right.
He's glad to hear that he's okay. Was there any doubt that he wasn't going to be okay? Do you think?
Not doubt as far as information given. It was the lack of information that
Got it.
You couldn't help but think that is a possibility, that it could have been morbid.
Yeah.
Okay. And once that thought sets in your head, especially for him, that being his son and not knowing, only getting the call that he was shot and no one knows the extent of it.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, how do you it? Some people, I know how to have a positive mindset about anything. Even something that bad, I can still think positive and be like, no, it's cool. He's going to be all right. But not everybody can do that. Most people can't
Yeah.
do that.
Most people can't.
So that's where I felt his pain, because I can see he was struggling to find the positive light in, when he has no information on what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I would go crazy if I didn't have if I didn't have any of the information. Something happened to any part of my family, member of my family or my kids. Like, if I didn't get the information, man, I'd just go crazy. I'm like, I'll be just frantic. Like, I'd be calling, be like, tell me what's going on. Tell me, like you were saying, the example, imagine if you guys were across the country, like, you're like, as a father or, a parent, like, I got to go see my kid, but you're across the country. You're just like driving and you're putting yourself in danger because you're all hyped up because you don't know the information and you want to get to your kids or your kid to find out what's going on, make sure they're okay. Like, you're putting yourself at risk as well because your adrenaline's pumped up, your senses are heightened and everything. Like,
right,
you go crazy.
And then I always wonder, with especially a situation like that can be very dramatic. Is I really wish people would, and we're all guilty of it, be more considerate of how we would affect someone else that's not involved in it. Like, if he knew the emotions that his dad had just gone through getting that news, would he still put himself in that position?
Yeah. That's a
And
good question.
Until something like that happens, you just don't know. And not only that, but when he finally gets to see his son and he knows he's okay, he's not necessarily going through that emotion that he had in front of me. So now his son doesn't know the extent of it and is not even going to consider it in the future. So, yeah, I don't know. People...
That's tough.
We all got to do it, but we all got to be a lot more considerate. That's my fear of leaving this earth early, is I know the people that are going to be, emotionally just destroyed at, my family, close friends, everybody, That's my fear. Like, I just don't want people to be hurt over it. So that's why I don't want to leave early.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. What was the point I was going to make? I totally forgot. Lost my train of thought. I was just so caught up into this dramatic story.
It's all good.
But I'm glad to hear that he's okay. Hopefully, I know what I was gonna say. Hopefully, this shows him that he needs to change, or not get into that life, not be involved in that life. I would think this would be life changing.
You would think. Well, you can only hope.
Hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm not saying this, whether it's going to happen or not, but my hope is that this experience for him was life-changing.
Right.
So, I mean, because I'm totally against, the gang life. And I definitely don't want my kids to be part of that. Nah, man, I'd lose it if I found out, my kids were part of that.
Right. Somebody might be listening right now. Wasn't you just talking about cuz the other day? Them jokes, man. Relax.
Yeah, we just joking.
I fight, but I don't bang.
Anyways, man, this is probably like our most serious podcast we've done so far. I know we're only 4 episodes in, but like, damn, this is such a serious tone right now.
And on the way here, I was literally thinking, man, this is gonna be a fun episode. We're gonna be cracking jokes, and we've been I mean, it's all important stuff.
Yeah,
it's good information to get out there. But there's time to liven the mood. I think. I don't know how many more topics we got.
I think we covered most of them for today. I was gonna ask you, or not ask you, what you think with the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving coming up. How do you think? Obviously, COVID still prevalent in the country. Cases are surging all across the country, but now that there's legitimate vaccine, supposedly. Granted, it's not going to be available to everybody right now. Probably not until next year, like where the mass majority of the people will get that. I'm thinking most of those vaccines will go to the first responders and health damn it, people in the health industry, you know,
Mhm.
nurses, doctors, and, you know, caregivers and all that. But with, you know, Thanksgiving around the corner, how do you think, what do you think about the potential of Thanksgiving across the country being canceled?
That's not gonna happen.
You're right. It's not going to happen, but the recommendations of, that we should not have these gatherings, family gatherings.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna
So when I
happen.
mean cancel, that's what I mean. Like, the health experts be like, no big groups of people, family or whatever for these holidays.
I don't think it's
We
gonna
know
be
we know people are going to do it. I
right.
mean,
It's not gonna be any different than anything that's going on right now because people are. I mean, you got different types of people. So you got a group of people that will say that they still don't, they haven't directly felt any effects, whether it's somebody they know or themselves of
Yeah.
COVID. So they're not even still sold on the severity of COVID. So they just live life as normal as they can. They do their gatherings. Then you got people who say that I'll take my chances.
yeah.
So they're going to keep doing their gatherings. You got a small group of people who will make those adjustments, whether they're healthy or not. Some people just stay away. They're like, yep, until this is all done, I'm not messing with y'all. I'm not doing the big group thing. So we just have too many people on too many different pages. So there's going to be no consistency.
Yeah.
The numbers, we're going to get reports that the numbers have skyrocketed after Thanksgiving, whether they did or not. You know how the numbers skyrocket around
Yeah.
here. So
I mean, they're skyrocketing right now. Imagine what it's going to be like after Thanksgiving.
right, yeah.
And then Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And New Year's.
Yeah,
But
everything. New Year's is going to be the worst. The worst.
Like-
More than Thanksgiving.
And they'll be like, it ain't 2020 no more. I'm going, I'm
Right.
partying.
COVID's dead.
COVID's dead. 2020 is over, cuz.
And we're just going to be looking like, what? What are you talking about? We're going to be on the podcast roasting you idiots.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think New Year's is going to be the big, like, if there's going to be the big surge in infections, that's going to be the big one.
Right. Hey, and I'm not innocent. I have not been 100% away from people during this time. I'm not
Me neither.
acting like I've been doing everything the right way.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do the best I can.
Yeah, you do the best you can.
I wear my mask everywhere
Yep.
when I'm out, except when, eating or drinking, when you got to take it off. I stay out of the thick crowds.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, shit, I just said at the beginning of the pod, like, it was my niece's birthday yesterday.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't a big party. It was just immediate family practically. It was like 3 families. That's it.
Mhm.
My sister's family, my family, and her brother-in-law's family. So it was like a total of 12 people. So, I mean.
Right. Even when I went to the Vegas Strip, like where I was at, where we didn't walk a long distance because the casino we went to versus the bar we went to were just literally a block apart from each other. So when we're walking down the street, we're not in any. It's literally me and my homie, just the two of us. There's other people around, but they're not anywhere near us.
What's Vegas like? Is it like busy and
like there's
lively and everything, or
it's lively? There are people out there. It's not quite as
what it used to be
busy as it was, and because certain places are still. I don't think the casinos necessarily, but like the bar, they were sticking to their capacity.
Oh, okay.
Like we had to wait outside for a while before we went in. We had to wait for people to leave, and they were making people sit separate, except for if you came with somebody, you could sit next to them. But other people, you think
you had a group of girls with you? You get right in. You said it was just you and your boy. I mean, they don't just let brothers in. You got to have a good ratio of girls to guys.
No, this wasn't that kind of bar. It was like a regular bar.
Oh, okay.
Like go in, have a beer type bar. Like not like a dance floor and everything. Nah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even trying to go to no place like that.
Chick be twerking on me, be like, COVID.
She got COVID on my pants.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was always curious, like, how's Vegas like right now? Like, if it was, lively and people are out and about. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as it was prior to COVID. But I was curious about that.
Yeah. If you were to go, you'd still be like, okay, it's cool down here. They even just opened up a brand new casino over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't remember. We were supposed to
That
go.
sounds like a great casino.
Right. It starts with a C. I think that's what it is. But now my boy, he
Casino Cup.
said we were gonna go there first. I think he was worried about parking or something. I don't remember what it was. So when we're already at Flamingo, he's like, "Man, there's this new one I was gonna say we should go to, but we here already." And I'm like, "Man, you should have just said it."
Yeah.
So then he texted me. I told him, I was like, "Hey, I'm leaving tomorrow to go do this pod. But if I get back early enough," which I didn't think I was, but I was like, "If I get back early enough, I'll hit you up if he's still," because he wanted to go out again. So he texted me. I'm probably an hour into my drive. He texted me, "Hey,
You back yet?"
He sent me the address to this new casino. Said, "Hey, meet me there at 1:00. We can watch the Steelers game." I'm like, I told you what I'm doing.
Didn't I just tell you last night what I was doing?
And now you want to go to the new one. But whatever.
Hey, well, Vegas really don't sleep, so when you do get back.
Oh no, I'm sleeping.
Yes.
I got work in the morning. And I would have done 8 hours worth of driving today, so once I get back.
Yeah, that's a lot of driving, man.
I mean, 8 hours ain't bad, but when I know I got to work in the morning,
Yeah.
then I want to get a little sleep.
Yeah, for sure. Will you be like staying out primarily in Vegas during this?
No,
trip?
actually tomorrow's will be my last day working there. I probably won't leave until Tuesday.
Mm.
And then I probably won't even know where I'm going after that until tomorrow. Usually I know ahead of time, but they haven't told me yet. I'm supposed to be in Cali though.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know what part, so.
Well, I know. I know we were talking. I don't know, a week or so ago. You said you'll be maybe around the 20th, which is next. What is that? Next Friday or this Friday coming up?
Yeah, actually, I thought that when I finished Vegas, I was gonna be off until after Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
But then I just got word like, "Oh no, you're gonna be working until like the 24th." I was like,
shit!
All right, whatever.
Damn.
More money, more problems.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, however it works out, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. Keep this podcast rolling. So I don't know when that next episode will be, but hopefully soon. Damn it, what was I gonna say? I totally forgot.
I don't know, but if I'm working in Cali, it'll definitely be the next episode real soon because unless they got me in the Bay Area or something way up there, then I'll be back.
All right, cool. Yeah, and like I mentioned before, I'm gonna have a new laptop right here. I ordered that new MacBook. It's supposed to come in tomorrow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That way I can finally get these videos on YouTube.
You get my new phone next week.
Yeah. As you guys can tell, I mean, over here, we're talking about Apple.
Yeah.
I'm an Apple head.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck them Android.
And then Android mics that Terry bringing in.
Derez brought in an Android cable, mic and cable, and he had the nerve to leave it right up here. I was like, "What the fuck?"
He didn't want to take it back.
Yeah, but I think that's about gonna do it for this episode, man. I gotta eat some dinner, man. I haven't really eaten today.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I don't want to keep you here too long. You gotta get back on the road. But I do appreciate you coming out, doing that quick turnaround.
Anytime.
Really appreciate that. So with that being said, episode 4 is in the books. Appreciate you coming out, Josh. And until next time, stay safe, drive safe, man. And I'll see you next time.
5-star rating, everybody.